In the cold, quiet days of January 2012, something strange began to unfold on the internet. A strange message, almost hidden, waiting for curious eyes. It wasn't an announcement, a viral video, or a tweet. It was just an image, black and white, with simple text.
Hello. We are looking for highly intelligent individuals. To find them, we have devised a test. There's a message hidden in this image. Find it, and it will lead you on the road to finding us. We look forward to meeting the few who will make it all the way through. Good luck.
The image was signed by an entity called Cicada 3301. At first, most people shrugged it off as another internet prank, but for a select few, cryptic message was irresistible, puzzle begging to be solved. And so, a mysterious journey began, one that would span years, challenge the brightest minds, and blur the lines between reality and the virtual world. This was the beginning of what many would call the greatest internet mystery of all time. Cicada 3301. But who or what was behind it? And what was the purpose of this elaborate global puzzle? As the mystery deepened, so did the intrigue. Let's dive into the origins of Cicada 3301, the puzzles, the theories, and the enduring enigma that continues to captivate the world. On January 4, 2012, the first Cicada 3301 puzzle appeared on the popular message board, 4chan. It was unlike anything most internet users had ever seen. A cryptic image with a single clue. But as with most mysteries, it began with small steps. Some noticed hidden text embedded within the image, only visible through a technique called steganography, the practice of hiding information within files. The hidden text was a web address, and those who followed it found themselves on a digital treasure hunt. The website they reached wasn't much clearer. Instead of answers, it only led to more puzzles, coded messages, topography, and references to obscure text. Solvers soon realized that this was no ordinary riddle. This was something bigger. The complexity of the puzzles was staggering, requiring knowledge of everything from advanced cryptography to medieval literature. The community of solvers grew, with enthusiasts from around the world sharing their progress online. Some began to question whether this was an elaborate marketing stunt for a video game or a new movie. But as the puzzle unraveled, it became clear that Cicada 3301 was something far more mysterious. The puzzles didn't just stay online. Solvers soon found themselves following clues in the real world. In cities like Paris, Warsaw, Seoul, and Sydney, posters began to appear, each containing a unique Cicada 3301 symbol and a QR code. Those who scanned the codes found themselves drawn deeper into the mystery, one that now spanned the globe. The sheer scale of the puzzle raised more questions than answers. How could an internet phenomenon spread so rapidly across continents? Who had the resources to place these posters in cities around the world? And what awaited those who managed to solve the final puzzle? The more people tried to figure out who or what Cicada 3301 was, the more elusive it became. Some believed it was the work of a secret organization, perhaps a recruitment tool for a government intelligence agency or an elite hacker group. Others thought it might be a game designed by a group of cryptography enthusiasts. And some, more paranoid, suspected a shadowy conspiracy that went far deeper than anyone realized. Whatever the truth was, one thing was clear. Cicada 3301 was no ordinary puzzle. It had the world's attention, and no one knew what would come next. As the first puzzle continued to unfold, an online community of solvers emerged. These weren't just casual internet users looking to pass the time. Many were experts in fields like cryptography, programming, and mathematics. Some were seasoned puzzle solvers, while others were simply drawn in by the challenge and mystery. What united them all was a singular obsession with cracking the Cicada 3301 code. The solvers used forums, chat rooms, and social media to collaborate, share findings, and piece together the complex web of clues. For many, this was more than just a puzzle. It was a test of their intellect, a chance to prove themselves in front of an anonymous but seemingly omniscient entity. The puzzles took them to unexpected places. Some referenced works by ancient philosophers, such as Cicero and Kant, while others included excerpts from esoteric texts like the Liber al Vel Legis, a book associated with the occultist Aleister Crowley. Solvers had to decrypt files, study prime numbers, and analyze patterns in order to proceed. But for every puzzle they solved, new layers of mystery emerged. Cicada 3301 didn't just rely on internet-based riddles. It made use of technologies like PGP, pretty good privacy, form of encryption that ensures secure communication. The use of PGP added an extra layer of credibility to the mystery, suggesting that this was no mere prank. Whoever Cicada 3301 was, they were serious, and they had the skills to back it up. As more clues were uncovered, the puzzle began to shift in tone. Cicada 3301 seemed to be challenging solvers not just to solve problems but to think in a new way, expand their minds. One message from the group urged participants to focus on the journey, not the destination, suggesting that the purpose of the puzzle wasn't merely to reach the end, but to grow through the process. Some solvers began to speculate that the puzzle was a form of recruitment. The skills required to solve it, logical thinking, advanced mathematics, and an understanding of obscure cultural references, seemed tailored to individuals with a very specific skill set. But if it was recruitment, what? The lack of answers only fueled the intrigue. Despite the intense collaboration within the solver community, a select few individuals progressed further than others. But as they got closer to the end, something strange happened. They stopped communicating. Those who had advanced the furthest went silent, disappearing from the forums and chats without explanation. Had they been contacted by Cicada 3301? Had they completed the puzzle and received some sort of reward? The sudden silence added to the mythos of Cicada 3301. For those left behind, it was both tantalizing and frustrating. What had happened to those who had solved the puzzle? And what would happen next? A year passed, and for many, Cicada 3301 became a haunting memory. It was a mystery left unresolved, a lingering enigma that had captivated the internet but vanished as suddenly as it had appeared. Some solvers moved on, while others continued to search for answers in the remnants of the first puzzle. Then, in January 2013, exactly 1 year after the first puzzle appeared, a new message from Cicada 3301 surfaced. It was similar to the first, another image, another cryptic clue. This time, however, the puzzle was even more complex, incorporating layers of encryption, steganography, and esoteric reference. Community of solvers once again sprang to life. Old faces returned, and new participants joined in, eager to crack the code and discover what lay at the heart of the Cicada 3301 mystery. The second puzzle followed a similar pattern to the first. Clues hidden in images, encoded messages, and real-world locations. Posters appeared in different cities around the world. Solvers had to follow a trail of breadcrumbs across multiple platforms, using advanced tools and techniques to decode the messages. However, the second puzzle was notably more difficult than the first. Cicada 3301 seemed to have refined its approach, introducing more complex layers of encryption and more obscure references. Many solvers found themselves stuck, unable to progress beyond certain points in the puzzle. Yet for those who were able to continue, the journey was just as thrilling and mysterious as before. Who or what is Cicada 3301? As the puzzles evolved, so did the theories surrounding Cicada 3301. With its global reach, complex cryptography, and eerie silence from successful solvers, the internet began buzzing with speculation. What was the true purpose of these puzzles? Who was behind them, and what did they hope to achieve? One of the most prevalent theories was that Cicada 3301 was a recruitment tool for a government intelligence agency, perhaps something akin to the CIA or NSA. This theory stemmed from the technical complexity of the puzzles, which required knowledge of encryption, cybersecurity, and steganography, skills highly sought after by intelligence organizations. Cicada's use of PGP keys to verify their messages added a sense of credibility to this idea, as PGP encryption is often used in secure communications. However, despite the logic of this theory, no government agency has ever claimed responsibility for Cicada 3301. Furthermore, the philosophical nature of some of the puzzles, which referenced ancient literature and spiritual texts, seemed at odds with the pragmatic objective, a spy agency. Could a clandestine government organization truly be interested in recruiting individuals based on their knowledge of esoteric philosophy and cryptic texts? Another theory was that Cicada 3301 was a hacker collective, similar to groups like Anonymous. The group's anonymity and technical prowess led some to believe that it was a decentralized network of skilled individuals testing the limits of cryptography and encryption. Perhaps Cicada 3301 was looking for new recruits to join their collective in a fight for internet freedom or cybersecurity. This theory fit with the underground, digital subculture of hacker groups, many of whom are known for creating complex puzzles to recruit new members. Then there were the more outlandish theories. Some believed that Cicada 3301 was a front for a secret society, an organization similar to the Illuminati or Freemasons, recruiting new members to its elite circle. The cryptic references to ancient texts and philosophical works gave these speculations some weight. Could Cicada 3301 be testing not just intelligence, but the ability to think critically, to seek knowledge beyond what's obvious, much like an ancient order guarding its secrets? A more radical theory even suggested that Cicada 3301 might be an AI, testing human minds to learn how they solve problems. The sophistication of the puzzles, paired with their global scale and seeming lack of a clear agenda, led some to wonder if an advanced AI could be behind the curtain, using the puzzles to evolve its own intelligence. And yet, no matter how compelling or bizarre the theories, no one could prove any of them. As the years passed, the true identity of Cicada 3301 remained an elusive enigma. Just as the world was beginning to think Cicada 3301 was done, the third puzzle appeared. Once again, it followed the same pattern: an image posted online, clues embedded in encrypted files, and a journey that took solvers across both the digital and physical worlds. But something about the third puzzle felt different. This time, the puzzle was even more cryptic. The difficulty of the challenges had increased, pushing even the most experienced solvers to their limits. While the previous puzzles had leaned heavily on cryptography and steganography, the third puzzle also required solvers to delve deeply into subjects like classical music and mathematics. The third Cicada puzzle was an intricate web of intellectual challenges that required a deep understanding of various fields of knowledge. But for some, the most unsettling difference with the third puzzle wasn't its complexity, it was its ending. Unlike the first two puzzles, which had been completed by a small group of solvers, the third puzzle seemed to go unresolved. The trail grew colder, and the communication from Cicada 3301 slowed to a near halt. Those who had advanced furthest in the puzzle stopped sharing updates, much like in previous years. But this time, even more solvers began disappearing from the community without explanation. For many, this silence was unnerving. Had those who solved the puzzle been contacted by Cicada? They joined some secret group, as some theorists believed? Or had they been silenced, instructed to cut all ties with the online community they had been part of? The sudden end of communication left a bitter taste for those still trying to solve the puzzle. This mysterious silence from Cicada 3301 only deepened the enigma, fueling more conspiracy theories. Some even began to wonder if the puzzle had been a psychological test, designed to see how far people would go in pursuit of an unsolvable riddle. As time passed, the third Cicada puzzle quietly faded into the background. Some solvers still cling to the hope of finishing it, but many believe that the trail has gone cold. Despite its abrupt end, the third puzzle further cemented Cicada 3301's place in internet folklore as the most baffling mystery of the digital age. Despite the unsolved nature of the third puzzle, the legacy of Cicada 3301 lives on. Every few years, rumors of a new Cicada puzzle surface, sparking hope among solvers that the hunt will begin again. Forums dedicated to Cicada are still active, with people analyzing past puzzles and debating the possible motives behind the mystery. But perhaps the true genius of Cicada 3301 lies not in the puzzles themselves, but in what they represent. The puzzles created an international network of solvers, each contributing their unique skills and perspectives to the collective effort. In a way, Cicada 3301 became a digital experiment in collaboration, showing what can be accomplished when diverse minds come together in pursuit of a shared goal. Yet, at its core, the question remains: what was Cicada 3301's true purpose? Was it really a recruitment tool, a philosophical experiment, or simply an elaborate game? Was it a test of intelligence, or something far deeper? A test of one's ability to think outside the box and challenge the limitations of their mind. Chapter 7. The Enduring Mystery. What lies ahead? As of today, Cicada 3301 remains one of the internet's most enduring unsolved mysteries. No one knows who created the puzzles or why. The successful solvers, if they exist, remain anonymous, adding another layer of intrigue to an already complex enigma. Some believe that Cicada 3301 will return again, with new puzzles and new challenges, while others think the mystery has run its course. In an era of instant information and constant connectivity, Cicada 3301 stands apart as a symbol of something rare, an enigma that cannot be easily explained or understood. It taps into the human love for mystery, challenging those who encounter it to think deeper, question more, and embrace the unknown. For now, the questions linger. Who were they? What did they want? And most importantly, will we ever find out? Maybe someday we'll get answers. Or maybe Cicada 3301 will remain unsolved, leaving us to wonder, speculate, and dream. The Cicada 3301 phenomenon stands as one of the most intriguing and complex puzzles ever to emerge from the depths of the internet. It has captivated minds, spurred countless theories, and brought together a global community of solvers, all united in their quest to unravel the enigma. Yet, Even with years of effort, the mystery remains unsolved. A tantalizing riddle that continues to elude explanation. Perhaps Cicada 3301 is more than just a puzzle. Perhaps it is a reflection of our own desire to seek answers, to solve the unsolvable, and to confront the unknown. As long as mysteries like Cicada 3301 exist, there will always be those willing to chase them. The cicada may be silent for now, but its call still echoes, waiting for the next curious mind to answer.